All right. Let's get this show on the road. So, I'm just going to do a little bit of auto fighting to get some points for tech combat, and then we'll jump back into the summoner trials. I'm a fair bit behind where I'd normally like to be, so got a little bit of catching up to do. But we'll start off with some auto fighting, use up some energy, get some points for tech combat, and then we'll be off. Mr. R&C, how you doing? How's your day coming along? I was going to stream earlier, like about 2-3 hours ago, and I ended up having a nap, so here I am. Have you seen the Black Widow movie yet? Or are you going to see it soon? Oh boy. I was getting a little bit annoyed with AQ. I went in, did my first fight, and only got the opponent down to about half, and took a combo to the face when I missed the parry. And this is actually one time where it was not my fault. Normally it's my fault, regardless of the parry issues. This was one time where it wasn't. Mr. Forager, how you doing? How's the day coming along? What are you up to? What you got going down? I was excited to watch it when I came home from work, but I saw it was $30. Might wait till October now. Okay. That's 30 if you're streaming it, right? Yeah, I think the streamed movies are like a fair bit more than one ticket at the theater, right? And I guess their reasoning is because if you're streaming it, you could be watching it, several people could be watching it, whereas the ticket at the theater is one ticket, one entry, right? But at the theater, I suppose even an individual would probably spend more overall at the theater. Because if you're getting your popcorn, your drink, and anything else, right? But yeah, if it's just one person streaming it, $30 for a movie is a fair bit. I already paid for Disney Plus, and I have to pay $30 to watch it, not own it. Oh, okay. Osmond, what's going down? Yeah, who is this guy? It's somebody. So you don't feel like being a ghost anymore, or what? Oh no, this is just your Twitch account, right. How's your day coming along? Coming along. Oop, 1 second. Let me just check that text. What are you up to, Monsieur Osmond? What are you up to? $30. How much a physical copy? Yeah. I didn't realize. So if you didn't already have Disney Plus, okay, like for me, for example, I don't have Disney Plus. Could I pay $30 and watch it, or would I need to have be subscribed first to even have access to it? Finishing up their 6 stars. Very good. Very good indeed. Yeah, I'm behind in both the Summoner Trials and the 6-star basic. No, you need to have Disney Plus. Oh, that kind of sucks, dude. Can't change my name, just chilling. Oh, I'm doing all right. Woke up, so I'm all refreshed and energized and behind in arena, so here I am. So then you have to pay twice. That really sucks. So I have it. I downloaded it earlier, and I was thinking to stream it on Discord, but I don't think I'm gonna. I haven't actually done that for a while. I haven't streamed. What was the last thing I was streaming on there? I think I streamed Mandalorian, and I think I started streaming the Scarlet Witch Vision series. But other than that, I haven't streamed anything there for a while. Exactly, have to pay twice? Yeah, that sucks. So yesterday, when I was streaming on YouTube, my computer crashed, which was the first time while streaming since probably November. So it's been a while. It's just about 1 a.m. in Denmark and I'm about to sleep. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. Well, thank you. Such consideration. I still have WandaVision and Falcon and Soldier to watch, so I have plenty to last me until Black Widow gets released to everyone. Oh, okay. So is that so? Like this is kind of like a early access kind of thing, but it's out in theaters today too, though, right? I think I would. I don't know. I think when this first, like, when it was supposed to be out last summer, I would have wanted to go to the theater to watch it. But now I think I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I'll probably, maybe over the weekend I'll watch it.
We got him.
See? Mr. Osmond, thank you for the follow. Wait, but if you weren't following on Twitch, how did you know I was live? Oh. Oh, unless he saw it on YouTube and then clicked on the Twitch link. Yeah, I suppose that's possible. You have to pay the premium cost to stream it while it's in theaters. Okay. When it's released on DVD. I see. Okay. Okay. Yeah, what did I watch? Reina and the Last Dragon, I think. I watched that a while back with my niece and nephew. I had that and watched it through Discord. I think that might have been one of the first ones where they came out with the movie. Because, yeah, I remember people kind of complaining because I think even for that one, it was like $30 or something to stream it on Disney Plus, and people didn't like that idea too much, which, I mean, if you're paying for the service and then you've got to pay for specific content, I don't like. Well, I guess that's kind of like MCOC in a sense, right? Well, no, because we play the game for free, but then it's just the sigil, or now this pass nonsense that we pay. I wonder. I suppose they'll probably continue this too, because if it's something that works, like releasing movies to the theater and streaming services at the same time. They'll probably just continue doing this going forward too, I would think. So I think yesterday for AQ, no, you know what? Yesterday for AQ, I lost actually the same champion, the same fight. Well, but I guess that fight does rely on parry a fair bit, so that's probably why. Yeah. Of course, it's Disney. They will make money off of anything. Yeah. And they don't really have any kind of competition, do they? Like, the only thing would be Warner Brothers? Like, that's the only kind of, like, entertainment type of thing that would even be close, right? And even then, I don't think it's that close. It's funny, man. Like, when I was a kid, I don't think I would have ever thought of Disney as kind of like the big bad entity. It's not bad, but like this big mega entity kind of thing, right? But that's basically what it is now. You don't think Netflix competes with Disney now? No, but I meant like more so like in the amount of properties owned. But like as far as the service, yes. But for the amount of, because like Disney's got like the whole Star Wars, Marvel, HBO. Like they've just got so many different titles behind them. Whereas I think a lot of the Netflix one, like they have a lot too, but a lot of them are developed specifically for Netflix. So then I guess in that case, like the Disney's are through acquisition. Like they just bought out a lot of companies. Disney has always been huge though. Yeah, but not to what it is currently. Like when they bought, well, they had Marvel for what, 15 years? 20 years? And then Lucasfilms. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really matter what we go with here. Yeah, no, I just never thought that you'd see. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, right? It's all corporations and whatnot and money making machines. But like when they split up AT&T, or there was all the talk of splitting up like Microsoft or other tech companies. I don't know if there's ever been any serious talk of doing something for like Disney, but I guess no. I suppose because Disney does have some kind of like there's Sony, although Sony does more than just entertainment, right? Like they also have physical products and whatnot too. While they're in the process of trying to fix the Perry Dex problems, they should also try to work on all of the crashing and lag and blah blah blah. What size shoes does Joe Fixit wear? I don't know what size. Mm-mm. Are we done with the iterations of the Hulk, or do we still have more to come? Because I know we definitely have more Spider-Man variations to come. The one I'd like to see though is Spidey 2099 or Spider-Man 2099, I suppose. As for Hulk, I'm hulked out. So is this your first run of 6 stars Forger for the day? I guess it would depend when you got your 6 stars done yesterday, or if you did them yesterday. Female Red Hulk, World Breaker Hulk, still Amadeus Joe Hulk. Well, hopefully we don't see any of them for a while. Which one is the best Hulk currently? Would it be Immortal Hulk? I mean, Gladiator Hulk's pretty good depending on the situation. And I'm sure we're going to get more Iron Man characters. Although, well, maybe not for a while, because Silver Centurion is still pretty new, so might be a bit before we see another. I gotta actually admit, I'm a little bit surprised. Second round today. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that we got the buff to Bishop. I really didn't think we'd see much love to mutants for a while. I won't be tired of Hulks until there's a Hulk that I actually want to play everywhere. I kind of like Immortal Hulk. I just have to be more patient when I'm playing him, though. Hulk, She-Hulk, and Red Hulk are all very, very good and used in different areas of the game. Yeah, I guess She-Hulk might actually, because she's a go-to for a lot of things, right? Is this gonna work? Yeah, this should be. Yeah. Would you say she's probably the most versatile? Like used in different areas? Oh, I don't even know if that was my fault. Oh, I'll know right now, actually. Okay. So that first one was probably my fault. Because what I found, at least for myself, if the game parry issue is affecting me, usually the entire fight that I'm in gets bad. If it's just a one-time thing, like at the beginning. Although, to be fair, sometimes at the beginning of the fight, like right before you actually start the fight, there's a moment of pause, and I found a few times that messes up the parry. It's not the actual parry issue that we're having, but it's just like a slight pause in the start of the fight. That screws me over. I suppose there's no point in doing a heavy with him, really, because he doesn't get any actual benefit from his heavy. Well, I forgot I would use She-Hulk everywhere, but I don't have her. I've never used her for anything in particular. The closest probably would have been that rogue fight. And, well, I don't know, because she's only R4. And I don't think I would have ranked her up just for one fight. But once I realized I could use Dragon Man for it, and he's already at R2, so... So yeah, I just kept going at it with him. I remember quite a while ago when She-Hulk was changed. We ended up getting a rank down ticket for her. I think I had her at R3 or R4 at the time, and I ended up ranking her down and ranking her back up just to take advantage of points for the level up. But I didn't rank her back up to what she was, and I ended up taking Spider-Gwen higher. I don't remember why I did that. Why I did it with Spider-Gwen. And I never used her for anything in particular. But I thought at the time I would use Spider-Gwen. So maybe if at that time I had either not ranked down She-Hulk. Well, no, because she would have been at R4. She was at R4. That's right, because I ranked her down twice. Yeah, no, I don't think she would have ever gone to R5, so... And at that point in time, I think I was mainly only using R5 champions. There were a few R4s that I would use. Yeah, 51 6-stars, so it's not that bad of a grind. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. How long ago did you get your first 6-star? And who was your first 6-star? I think I got my first one the day... Yeah, I think I opened my first... No, I didn't. I didn't open my first one as soon as I could because my first 6-star was a feature. My first 2 6-star were features. And I don't know why I did that. That was a really bad start. I didn't do arena, so that wasn't a consideration. If I had, I wouldn't have done it. I would have gone with basics. But it took me 18 6-stars until I had one that I was happy with. And that was Cap IW. And then it took... Because I think it was... Exploration of 7.1 when I finally got him duped. Thor Rags was your first one. Okay. So my first one was Sentry. And then the second one was Mortal. And then I duped one of them as my third, which was a basic. Like, what a way to start. My first 6-star, I think, was Green Goblin. The week 6-stars came out. Okay. I think I would have been happier with Green Goblin as my first one. Because I didn't do arena hardcore at the time. The only arenas that I was consistent with at the time was the T4B and the T1A. So I couldn't even put my one 6-star to use for that. But I think the last 7 or 9 have all been dupes, which really sucks because there's only 2 dupes I want, 3, and it's none of those that I'm duping. Although I have duped Sunspot several times, which is okay, and I've duped Thing twice now, and that's okay too. So, but for Thing, it was mainly the first dupe, which was kind of critical. My Green Goblin got lots of kills in war. Yeah, I bet. Probably not as much anymore, I would think, but yeah, back then. I remember when Thing, Korg, and Iron Man Infinity War, especially Iron Man Infinity War, when he first came out, whew, he did really well on defense. I think there was at least 2 wars, both for my alliance and the opposing alliance, where Iron Man Infinity War was just a roadblock, like prevented the opponent or us from finishing the map. So I'm guessing Hercules is going to be the first of the new champions in Arena. That would be next Thursday, right? If Green Goblin gets any kills, that player won't be playing for that alliance anymore. It's kind of interesting how the OP defenders for war have changed over time. Because for such a long time it was Magic by far. Then Medusa was like the biggest roadblock. Thing, Korg, Iron Man, Infinity War. Although none of them were as bad as long as Magic. MODOK could be annoying. Ooh, Mojo, I suppose, currently, eh? Probably one of the worst. Mojo, Sasquatch. I don't know how bad Apocalypse would be, really. I think with him, it's just a matter of his L1. If you can get out of the way of his L1, he would be fine as a boss. I gotta figure, I need to rank up a Mystic 6-star and a Tech 5-star. I think that, so the Tech 5-star I've got a gem for, a 4 to 5 gem. And I think it's going to be Guardian. But I'm really not too sure who the Mystic is going to be. Mr. Supersonic, how you doing? How's your day coming along? Mojo is no problem because I get assigned Magic for that fight. Okay. I would think that Immortal Hulk should deal pretty well with Mojo as well, actually. Because he'll absorb the degen, or what is it, 60% of the degen. And then he's poison immune. And then Gladiator Hulk, if he's degened, that would help him with healing. Oh yeah, I could have just stayed in there. Yeah, I think the Cold Snap. No, I'd probably take more from the Spores, but he was low enough that I would have been okay. You've been able to get her down. Get her down! With iHulk, you want to stunlock, though, and you can't stunlock a Mojo. Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, if you're talking about for the rage charges, if he's cooperating and you can just keep intercepting him, that wouldn't be too bad. And just medium, light, medium, back out, medium, light, medium, or something. But yeah, you're not going to be able to get the stun on the L1 or the L2. Oh, good. Let's get my Colossus. I think even if both some are paying, if I got him, I would R2 him. Even if I have a duped 5-star R5. Yeah, I don't know if I get any other mutants, if I would do anything with them, to be honest. Red Mags, probably not, just because I have it maxed as a 5-star. Colossus and Cable would probably be the only two that I would likely do anything with. And I'm not too sure about Cable, because the main... Oh, maybe no. Stripe, I don't think I would rank up. I would max him out at rank 1, and then bring him along to help out Apocalypse. I don't think I would use him too much, and I don't even know. Well, no, I would bring him along to help out Apocalypse if I was intending to use Apocalypse as a main attacker. But if Apocalypse was there mainly for the Horseman synergy for another mutant, then I don't think I would take Stripe. And I was looking at it today, and I'm kind of considering taking Professor X to R2. I took up X23 because I was thinking between the two of them. And I took up X23 mainly just because of its sustainability when I'm running suicides. But I'm kind of thinking of doing Professor X. Not that I have anywhere in particular that I would use him, but just to play with him. And I think at R2 he's gonna mainly would be for ROL. And at R2 he'll get through things faster. So we might see he might be useful for an encounter for Summer of Pain. And we've got 5 more, so we definitely see something there. And it's risky because with iHulk you want to finish in 1 rotation. Yeah. That's what my problem is playing him. Is because I'm impatient. I usually use up his immortality, and the fight's not over. Although if I farm with him, if I go for revives and energy refills, he's not bad at all. So what I'll do is when there's a science combat going, I'll use him and go through 536. Right. Come on, I just want to get off my L1. There we go. Now you ain't going nowhere. That's right. Professor X feels like Sorcerer Supreme. Both are beasts, but are pathetic if you run suicides. Yeah, so that's kind of and that's why I didn't take Professor X to rank 2. Although to be fair, X23 was mainly so that I could try her in ROL. She's not going to be the fastest option, but because she's going to be quite sustainable, I could mess around with the team with her quite a bit, because I wouldn't need to worry about Nick Fury and DPX on the team. So I might make her a horseman, which would allow me... So what I was kind of thinking with her would be X23, Apocalypse, Red Magneto, and I don't know... Like maybe Mr. Sinister or Cable, and then one other, probably White Mags. There's going to be a Summer Pain objective where you need a champion with Shield Agent. Oh, is that one of the ones they listed where they gave examples of what we may see? Because one of them was like Symbiote, Spider-Verse. Wait a second. Are there any... Would... I guess I can look after this. Would Cosmic Spidey be the only one that would be Symbiote and Spider-Verse? Take a look. But that list that they provided, I think that was only like some examples, right? Because I don't think on that, I don't think we saw a mutant or villain or robot, which is what we just had. Now let's take a look. We're making up ground for Arena, so... Yeah, but I bet that fight's going to be Anti-Quake or Anti-Fury, because those are the go-to shield champions. Well, if they put True Strike on it, that would counter Quake, right? But it wouldn't. But it'd still be good for Fury. Yes, it's one of the ones listed. Let's go have a look and see. I mean, we've got 5 more, and this current one, 5 more fights, and this current one had 3 hashtags, right? So if each of the next 5, that would be 15, and it could end up being more than just 3 that are required. So far, seen Robot. So that's the only one, eh? Okay. Let's see. It's not the entire list. It was what they said we'll expect to see. Okay. Okay, so there it is here. Yeah. Oh, extra large villains. Ooh. So let's look at this first, and then we'll look at Spidey. There we go. There we go. All right. So these objectives will put certain requirements on which champion you can use. Which champion you can use in the fight to get the objective right. And each one you complete will give you another point and some other things. So don't worry, these objectives won't be as specific as Karina's challenge, where you must use a specific champion, but don't expect to be able to use Ghost or Quake. But don't be able to Ghost or Quake your way through most of the fights either. Okay, so I'm assuming, yeah, there would be fights, maybe one, maybe two, where Ghost or Quake are applicable, along with more general class requirements. You can expect to see tags such as Symbiote, Spider-Verse heroes, which is funny because I think all of Spider-Verse are only heroes. Robots, Shield, extra large villains. Okay, yeah, so far it's just robots, so that leaves 4. Along with more general class requirements. Oh, okay, so that's where we've seen like general class, like as in mutant or villain. Okay. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that'll be interesting. There might be a hashtag mercenary one. My 6-star R3 Sabretooth fight pilot who used to be the other fight. Our battle would be legendary. Just use Venom, then use a good Spidey. Sometimes it's better than going for 2 in 1. That's true. Yeah. So what I wanted to see whether or not Symbiote Spidey was the only... What were the 2 criteria I wanted to see? Spider-Verse and Symbiote, yeah. So Spider-Verse, yeah, so he would be... Who else could be? Because Venom wouldn't be a Spider-Verse. Yeah, villain, extra large, Symbiote. I might get some love in this. I don't think, because their go-to options, they would cancel them out of the equation. They had Darkhawk as a boss and had 2 objectives, be a mutant and villain, and didn't cancel out Mags. Yeah, well, I don't think that they would do something that would go like no Magneto kind of thing. Like as far as countering Quake, I think it would be like a True Strike node or something like that. So far, there's only been 1 fight that was for Quake, right? Only the Rogue? Okay. I wonder if the final one or the final 2 will just have like a whole bunch of it, so it'll be the same, like 3 or 4. Or if we could see something with like 5. But I guess if they do that, then that's just becoming really specific. Quake kills Darkhawk easier than Rogue? Okay. Gee, I don't think of all of the videos for Darkhawk, I don't think I saw a single Quake one, actually. Although I gotta say, I thought it was a little bit funny. The amount of Magneto one-shots. It's kind of like, well, I think everybody is one-shotting Darkhawk with Magneto. How are things in Toronto, Aaron? I think you guys have a heat warning going again, eh? Because everyone was focused on the objectives. Yeah, but there was a couple videos, at least 2, of Tigra. Um, I saw two of Tigra. I saw the title. I didn't watch the video of Spider Gwen. Like there was one with Nick, which I was like, what? Another one with Star Lord. You're not. Oh yeah, you. Kitchener, right? Ontario. It's all Toronto, man. Come on now. When I used to travel internationally, at first when people, I'd be like, where are you from? Oh, Canada. Oh, Toronto. And I'd be like, no, explain it. And then after a few years, I was like, yep, Toronto. I just gave up. Since to have the node where you can't miss or evade. Yes, yeah. Okay. There's Tiger because we have Tiger chat and they are on top of everything. Yeah, but there were several different like non-applicable videos, right? But I didn't see any Quake ones. That doesn't mean that nobody's used Quake for it. I didn't see any Quake videos. And then there's one with a 3-star Star-Lord, I think. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but... So far, the most specific fight was the Mysterio one, right? Like, because of the poison? No, I think I saw somebody do that with Nick Fury as well, actually. Tiger is fun to watch where Quake isn't. Yeah. But the person playing Quake, other than the time, I think it's probably enjoyable, maybe. So, Supersonic, do you see doing another arena grind for anybody anytime soon, or you figure that Colossus was about it for you? I'm kind of contemplating going for Hercules. My only issue is I don't really know if I would use them all that much, actually. Quake is an endeavor, enjoyable to watch. This morning here in Trinidad, I drank my coffee whilst I saw the roof blow away off 2 houses. The storm here was rather agitating. Wait, that's not... what's that? What's the one off the US? Is it Elsa? I think. It's a female name, and I think it starts with an E. But that wouldn't be the weather you're seeing. Mysterio one was annoying. I didn't find it too bad, actually. The thing that annoyed me with that was I was trying Immortal Hulk for like probably about an hour, with suicides, and I wasn't getting him down. Like I was dying too fast, and then I figured, let me just get some practice in with suicides off, just because the fight I would last longer. And I tried it twice, still died. Then the third time I got him down. I'm like, well, damn. Like if I expected it to go that quick, I would have waited until the weekend to take suicides off, because then I would have done something else, like done some farming with Professor X or something. But yeah. I am a Quake player. I don't find her enjoyable to watch. I don't get new tips or ways to play her. I don't need to watch a 10-minute solo. Colossus was about it. Yeah. Although, I don't know, dude. Like when you see it, like when you've done the first grind and you're successful, and then there's another champion that you just have a little inkling to get. It's like, well, you know what? I've done it once. I could do it again. Because when I did the Odin, like before they made the changes to Arena, and I went for Odin, which was only as a 5-star, I was like, yeah, that's not happening again. And then the Sun Shi one was kind of like just the day of the arena, like when it went live, round 2, I decided to go for it. And then the Black Widow one, like I absolutely knew it. Once I saw she was in arena, yeah, I knew I was doing that. And then I got Mr. Negative from the 5-star. And that was just because I had so much science ISO at the time. I might think of doing I don't know if Cable really makes any sense because I have him as a 5-star. So it might make more sense to actually just max out the 5-star. But Strife, I may think about that one. Yeah, it's also about in Trinidad, the band of low pressure between Africa and North America causes stormy conditions to develop in the Caribbean, so it wasn't an Elsa hurricane, an Elsa Bloodstone storm or hurricane. Okay. But this is early for the hurricane season, right? Like, because normally it gets going, what, August, September? So I know a couple of years ago, my parents lost the roof off their house, and that was August? Late August, early September, I think. But that wasn't the one that like hit the Bahamas really bad. Because the one that hit the Bahamas was the year later. Well, I mean, I guess we know that the weather is changing, so. This has already been a pretty crazy year, right? Like we had the really low temperatures in Texas. Now we've had the really high temperatures in Western Canada. I don't think that this current storm, like Elsa, is anything exceptional, like in strength and stuff, other than just being earlier than usual. And these kind of changes are becoming more frequent too, I guess. And I think I asked you once before, Supersonic. So is it just considered Trinidad now, or is it still called Trinidad and Tobago? My grade 5 teacher was from Trinidad, and then there was a lawyer in the town that I was living in. It's a small town, like 3,000 people, who was from Trinidad. And actually, she moved back to Trinidad, and I think she moved back to be a judge on the Supreme Court. It's a bit early, but not surprisingly early. Stranger stuff has happened. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That. I should probably run an attack boost just to go a little bit quicker with the 4 stars. I think I will, because I do have quite a few in overflow. Make the fights go a bit quicker and a few more points. Doesn't impact the points too much, but slightly. But the fight will definitely go faster. Yay. And I wasn't really enjoying Colossus, but when I took him to R3, I love him, especially the juicy crits. I bet. What's the Summoner Showdown thing I'm hearing about? Yeah, it's the same as last year, but they postponed it. It was supposed to start on the 14th, so it was supposed to start next week, but I think they postponed it by a week because of the current problems in the game. But I think that's because last year, I think we had 3 weeks of the elimination round. No, it feels like it. Yeah, maybe it was 3 weeks. But I think it seems like it's shorter this year. I don't know if that's the case. But it's from like the middle of July until early August, and it felt like last year it was like all of August into September for the elimination round. It's still Trinidad and Tobago. It was unified a long time ago. However, there is current discussion on separating them due to oh, okay. Didn't play this game last year. I see indeed. Yeah, so basically it's they've changed it a little bit from last year, but the concept is the same. So there will be an encounter, a one-fight encounter, and you do the encounter and you try to get it down as fast as you can with taking as little damage as possible to yourself. And then the top 3 people from each region, and they've already determined what the regions are. I already am famous, damn it. Move on to the next round. And then those 3 for each region compete. And then from there, you have the final 3 you compete to be the number 1 overall. So last year, the winner was, his in-game name is Anger Danger. He's not a YouTuber. And Happy McMuffins either came in 2nd or 3rd, and then Satsui MCOC was the other one. So Anger Danger came in 1st. Satsui and Happy McMuffins were the next 2. And I think they suggested that the value of winnings is about $5,000 because they get some streaming equipment. I guess maybe that's the only physical thing is the streaming equipment. I'm not sure if they got like a new device as well. And then in-game, they get to pick any champion playable in the game. I think it has to be in the basic pool as a duped 6-star max seed. So you have to use the most DPS champion. Not necessarily, because I don't really remember what the things were last year. I think Ghost was the fastest for 1. Initially Gwenpool was looking like she was going to be the fastest, but then as the week went on and people were using different options, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. But it's something you wouldn't use Quake in. I mean, you could definitely get the fights down with Quake, but she's not going to get through it the fastest. Oh, I think Human Torch was also 1. He was the fastest for 1 of the challenges. The Summoner Showdown was fun. Happy McMuffin wiped the floor with everybody. But he didn't win, though. You're sure Anger Danger won? Yes. Sure. Okay, so Happy came in 2nd then, and then Satsui was 3rd? Okay. Yeah, so both from the stream of the event, and then Anger Danger was in the alliance that I was in prior to the current one. Happy McMuffin, that's the guy who did the Dark Hawk fight with... Yes. Yeah. And then, so there was like I don't remember if it was in Americas, was a region, like I think it was North and South America as one entire region. Asia and Oceania, so that'd be like Australia, New Zealand, was another. And then Europe was its own? Yeah, I think. And so you had like Western, Eastern Europe, and then Russia was included in the Europe one. And there was one of the people in the Europe division who they got past the qualifiers, and I think they got to like the semifinals, and it was at that stage they got booted because they were found to be cheating, which I thought was crazy if they could get that far. I'm really interested to see if the people who were finalists last year, if they're finalists this year. I think that would be really interesting. And last year, because a lot of people were speculating that Mr. DJ, how you doing? A lot of people were speculating that like Legacy or Brian Grant or Swedea, like all of the YouTubers, right? They were speculating that one of them would win. And I think, yeah, they're great. But I think when you look at the amount of people that we see playing the game, like as in YouTubers, compared to the amount of great players, it's minuscule. Um, and I mean, I think that's what we saw with Anger Danger, right? I don't know if Happy McMuffins had a YouTube channel prior to the Summoner Showdown, or if he just started that up after. So yeah, I'd be interested to see if it was going to be something similar this year. Like if the people that we see in the finals are, we have no clue, like never seen any video posted of them, or if it's going to be, Happy, Anger. So Munash can't participate. So I think he's in South Africa, and the continent of Africa is excluded. KT1 can't participate. I think if you had any kind of infraction against your account, you're excluded. So those would probably be two of the best YouTubers that I could think of, but they can't compete. He did have a YouTube channel. He got plenty of subscribers after he won for his first round. Okay. I kind of wonder if Anger Danger had started a channel. I wonder if it would have taken off. I suppose it would really just depend how, like any other channel, how active he was, how entertaining the content would be too. Actually, in their announcement for the showdown this year, they had a small segment there where they had an interview with him. And I don't think it was ever suggested by Kabam, but I did see people suggesting or hinting that we might see a content creator bracket. I'm really glad they didn't do that, though. Like, I don't think it's fair that just because you have a YouTube channel that you would have, a smaller pool for competition. Was a dick move when the guy picked Voodoo and the other guy picked Suarez as the defender. No, it's not a dick move, dude. That's just smart. What? There was two fights that I saw that I was like, what the hell? Oh, there was one where, and I don't remember who it was or what round it was, but where the attacker was Nick Fury and the defender was Omega Red. And then the other one was Warlock against Arcus. And both of those fights, I was so impressed. But the final, it was really close, right? Like, for Anger Danger to come out on top. Like, it wasn't as though he just blew away. I guess it was Happy McMuffins who was second place, right? The one thing with Satsui, Happy McMuffins, Anger Danger, the one advantage they would have this year is that they've been through it. So just that level of pressure and stuff, they've been there. They know what to expect. So Anger Danger beat Happy 2-1. Okay. So yeah, so it wasn't yeah. It's funny. So I paid attention to the in-game stuff last year. I really didn't pay attention to the semifinals. I did watch the very final match. But this year, I think I'll watch it all. Happy's Boy versus Weapon X was the definition of perfect play. Of perfect wall play. Okay. So I think something like that, I really like the idea of somebody blowing up on YouTube because of that. The other thing I really like was where Seaton shouted out Big Kid Scotty, I think. So I just like how it's, random. The competition not necessarily random because it's the winner, right? But like if you already got a YouTube channel, you don't take it that seriously. You got a few subscribers, you post here and there, and then you're in a competition, and it's like, damn, you just blow up. I think something like that's really cool. Or where somebody acknowledges you, like the Big Kid Scotty video, and then you just blow up from there. Yeah, I think that kind of stuff's really cool. Like I like that more than if. So a little bit after I started streaming, I was streaming on a Sunday, and what was I doing? I was doing Variant 5 or something, and Seaton had been doing Variant 5, and after his stream he rated me, which was nice, and it got subscribers and blah blah blah. But like that was more circumstance. Like I just happened to be online, whereas if you win the competition or your content is really good and you get called out for it, I like that. I thought that was cool. MSD blew up after Comic-Con. Yeah. Did he have a channel prior? Oh, Legacy did as well, because Legacy was the first one to win the Comic-Con thing. And Legacy had a channel prior to it. And I remember watching him, and I don't remember what it was he was doing, but it was like very bland. He was just, sitting there, the camera was on. He really wasn't talking very much. I think he might have had like 750 subscribers, 500 to 750, something like that. And then he won the Comic-Con. And then I think within like a week, he was at 2,000. And it's just gone up from there. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then Satsui. I think his channel kind of took off too. Because he had posted stuff, but he had posted stuff for Street Fighter, I think, maybe. And some MCOC stuff. And then after the Summoner Showdown, he started doing more of the MCOC, and now he's done like his guides and stuff. And I think he's just over 2,000 subscribers now. So I'd like to see like Happy McMuffins, Anger Danger, Setsui. I'd like to see one of them win just because we're familiar with them. But I'd also like to see it be something like last year, where somebody completely unknown blows away the competition, and then I think more so if they've already got a YouTube channel with like 100, 150
Ladies
subs,
and gentlemen,
and then they just take off from there. I think that'd be really cool. Mr. Ninja, thank you for the follow. Thank you. How are things on the Twitch side of the internet? I remember when MSD first entered MCOC, he was a mere fetus. Crazy to see how overpowered he is now. MSD used to be around in everyone's streams prior to the Comic-Con thing or Showdown thing. Okay. Then again, I've only been streaming for about a year, and prior to that, I really didn't pay attention to like the community. So prior to me streaming, I could say like, okay, so, and it's funny. So prior to streaming myself, I really thought there was only like 25 MCOC YouTubers. And now I realize like there are a lot. There's a few like really big ones, but there are a lot under 5,000 or under 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. I don't even think I knew. No, I did know of Enzo and Lord Shadow. But then again, too, I don't know if 2 years ago there were that many people that were kind of starting out with the YouTube MCOC stuff prior to Comic Con. Okay. Yeah, when I was a mod on a YouTuber named Dr. Strange, he popped by frequently. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, geez, I am losing this match for sure. Holy crap. Well, no, maybe not. Maybe no. A lot of people who are big YouTubers now used to be around back in the day. When I came back to the game after my break, I was shocked and also happy for them. Yeah. MSD was also there when I did my Labyrinth stream. Oh, damn. Oh, snap. Wait, so you've only been playing for a year and you've already done LOL? Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I think it's time for a resetting of the... Oh, maybe not. It was looking like it was a little bit slow to scroll through, but... That was 2017. I thought you said you've only been playing for a year. It's 2017, that's 4 years. Oh, okay, you quit the game. End of 2018, just came back about a month. Ah, okay. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Did you start a new account, though, or is this the same account that you initially had? That might be easier. Yeah, I think there was a lot of people. Yeah, I figured the game wanted to reset. There were a lot of people that came back to the game like this past January, February. I watched Brian Grant's MCOC streams for 1 year before I started actually playing the game. Really? Okay. Well, how did you come across his channel then? Like, was it just a random find, or did you like look up the game, or like look up Marvel games or something? So, when I first started the game, I was living in northern Canada, and I didn't play the game very much, and the internet's so bad, like, so I couldn't view YouTube. So it was about maybe 2 or 3 months after I'd moved to Calgary when I started watching YouTube things, and probably so that would have been about I'd probably been playing for about 2 years at the time. And I saw the people streaming, and I saw people doing arena. I didn't do arena at the time. Well, I did the T1A and the T4B, and that was it. But I always thought, oh, geez, it's too bad I can't stream, because this would be cool. I could do this nonsense and just sit and shoot the shit with people. And but I thought you needed like a big setup, like a webcam, a proper mic, an Elgato, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. And then last summer, I just randomly came across people and was hanging out with them on Discord. And I saw somebody sharing their phone screen on Discord. And I was like, oh, how are you doing that? And they're like, oh, I just connect the phone to the computer and blah, blah. So I was like, wait, if you can do that for Discord, I should be able to do that for YouTube. And it took me about 3 days of just messing around with different settings and downloading OBS and blah, blah. And I was like, well, damn. I could have been streaming for the last 3 years. I started a new account when I first came back because I could not do the content I was on LOL, but now I'm on the account I used to play with. Okay. I was there when he R5 5-star Wolverine to explore Road to the Library. So the awakening of that Wolverine was pretty good. I was in SGA. I don't know if you remember them. I was the leader of SGA when we made it to Masters. Oh, okay. SGA. I think I may have been in, because that was like a big family, right? Like a bunch of different alliances. I think I was in one of those for a while. I was watching some Marvel clips and BG stream popped up randomly, and I saw this bald dude with his cool voice smacking at me out of the face, and ever since I was entertained. Okay, nice. That's cool. So I wanted to get to 3 million now, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get to 2.6, and then we'll probably put up 1 million points but SGA, that, like, there was a bunch of different alliances, right? But yeah, there was one alliance family that I was in, and I think it was that, because the abbreviation is familiar. There are 5. Oh, that was probably it, because it wasn't. There's that other one that ILAC was in. That's like really big, like 20 or something, right? And I know it wasn't that, but like they had a graphic showing the other alliances and then like what their main objectives were, and there's only a few, like 4, 7, yeah, probably about 5. So yeah, it was probably that, but it wasn't even like, it was maybe a month that I was in there. SGA 1 was the main one with Slicem, Projo, Swadea, Dorky. Oh, okay. Okay. SGA was what, Slicem Gaming or Super Game? Does Slicem still play? So I used to watch him a fair bit on the YouTubes. You know, it's kind of funny. So there's a few YouTubers that I used to watch pretty consistently prior to me streaming. And now that I stream, I pretty much only watch smaller YouTubers. And I don't know if that's simply because we're in the same boat kind of thing. And so I understand that perspective. Yeah, I don't know why that is. But I don't really watch BG. I'll watch Lord Shadow and Enzo a fair bit. Ilac, no. And I used to watch him kind of. Seaton, no. Ooh, I'll watch Lefty now and then. But I don't even watch Lefty for the game. I think by far he's the most entertaining MCOC YouTuber. Not even game wise, just personality. Why won't that? Okay, there we go. SGA3 had me, Docs 4, Strange 3, KT1 was there for a bit too. Okay. Slicem still plays. He's in 1 alliance and he's leader of SGA1. Alt account. Holy crap. Okay. That's some commitment. Does he still stream? Because there were quite a few streamers, or not necessarily streamers, but people who did YouTube who've come and gone too, right? For MCOC. The one I remember the most was, I think the channel name was like Super Gaming Family or something. The guy would always be yelling. And I remember when I first started watching YouTube, and yeah, his stuff would always come up. Him and C. And I couldn't watch him just because of the yelling. So I ended up watching C just because it was quieter. From time to time, he's super busy with work and family. Okay. I think I've always watched Ilac, Seaton, and BG, although for some of them, they never answered my comments when they blew up. Understandably, though, because there are a ton of comments in chat. Yeah. Dude, there's 5 people here now, and I have a hard enough time keeping up with chat. So, yeah. And I think like in some cases, though, that's why they mod people that have been in their chat for a long time, not necessarily because they need the moderators, but just because it's easier for them to keep track of like their comments, right? Because then their comments kind of stand out. I mean, SGA won now. Sly took me in despite being 3K prestige behind everyone. Oof. I couldn't stand Super Gaming Family. Was it the yelling as well, or just in general? Because outside of the yelling, I was okay. Like, I don't think he was very good, but I didn't know one way or the other at the time. I probably still don't. Because at that time, it was more just to watch somebody play. I wasn't like actually trying to find information. Whereas now, well, I wouldn't really watch a stream to find information. I would look up specific videos, really. The yelling, yeah. He still has a channel, and it's like, I don't even remember how I came across it, but it's like over 300,000, 350, like close to 400,000 subs, I think. But he does all kinds of other games, and I think it's like he plays the games with his kids, which I could see the appeal for that, right? Like if somebody is looking, you know, like, oh, what's a good game that I could do with my kids and blah blah, and then you find this guy who's, you know, so I think that's where the appeal is there. I don't judge if someone's not good at the game. Well, obviously you're watching me, so yeah. I watched Super Gaming Family once, and he screamed after getting an Ant-Man. Understandable. I would scream if I do my Ant-Man again, but my ears never forgave him. Yeah. Yeah, and it's fun. So I think with him, though, it wasn't so much like that. It was just that it was always loud, right? Because like when Seaton pulls something crazy, he gets really excited too. And I find that okay. Yeah, I guess we've all been there too, right? Who was it that I got? Crap. When I pulled Omega Red, oh man, I lost my shit. Because I really didn't expect to get him. Even though it was 2 featured calves. It was the Omega Red calves. And I got 2, and I got him on the second one. And yeah, I was like, what? And then when I got the Skill Awakening gem and the Skill T5CC, I got pretty excited for that too, because that was going to allow me to R3 Aegon. And I think as far as openings go, that's been the most excited that I can remember. I think I would have been excited with Claire if it had just been a random opening, but because I was happy that I was successful in getting her from the arena, but that excitement wasn't there because it like there was the expectation, whereas the one with Omega Red, like that was a complete surprise to me. That reminds me, remember Anonymous 2K? He had the most unlucky openings ever. Yeah, that was funny, right? Because so that's somebody, yeah. So like how he kind of blew up, I thought that was really cool too, because you know he had a few hundred subscribers, and then he was trying to get Iceman, and I think he had what, like 3 or 4 crystals, and didn't get it, and he got pretty pissed. And he's like, screw it, I'm going to do LOL. And then he went through the entirety of LOL and didn't get it and just lost his shit. Oh, man. Then I think he ended up like 3,000 or 5,000 subscribers. Oh, boy. Yeah, I remember Seaton burst my eardrum back in the day when he pulled 4-star Ghost Rider from his 50 featured crystals, but I enjoyed Seaton's shadow, so my ear had to forgive him. Yeah, I remember. So I would have just moved into my condo. I didn't have TV, like cable or anything like that. And Sunday morning, I'd get up and I'd start playing this game, and I'd have Seaton on YouTube while he was doing Arena. That was my entertainment for like an hour and a half. He saved like 70,000 shards for Iceman, yeah. Oh man. I think he ended up streaming for a little while after. I don't think I don't think he does anything anymore. So many Colossus dupes. Imagine if he played today. It just goes to show, right? Like, if you have patience for this game, that becomes kind of the most important thing. Blaze MCOC, you should do a face reveal. I used to so the bottom right hand corner, that's my face on the body of armor. I used to have my webcam on, but I stopped doing it for quite a while because there was a glare, like from the positioning of where the desk is in the sun. And it's funny you say that, because I said a couple streams ago that I was planning to start using the webcam consistently, but I'm down to just one cord. And for the webcam, it's just my old phone. So once I get a new charge cord, I'll probably start doing that. And I think once I start again, like even if there is a glare, I'll leave it. But don't worry, you're not missing much. How's your day coming along, Blaze? How you doing? What do you guys think? How long do you think it's going to take them to resolve this parry nonsense? Your Solar Strife, that's cool. It's funny because before I quit, I took both my old man Logan Kloss up to R4. Then I came back and both are good champions. Yeah. And I think initially, like right after they got buffed, I think people were thinking the old man Logan was the better of the two. Right? And then probably up until Apocalypse, Colossus might have been the most dominant mutant. Good, I just figured that I live very close to you. Are you in Alberta? Because the only other, there was, this was kind of funny. So, actually, this might have been that SGT Alliance or SGA Alliance. But I joined an alliance and I was in there for like a day or two. And one of the people in chat was saying that it was snowing where they were. And it was coming down pretty heavy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, and it was snowing in Calgary, where I am. So I'm like, oh, where are you? And they're like, oh, Calgary. And I'm like, what? I just thought it was so random. Wait, so are you in Calgary as well, Blaze? Because other than that guy from that random alliance and Legacy, I don't think I know of anybody else. I mean, obviously there are people, but not that I know of playing the game in Alberta. Edmonton? Okay. Okay. Sorry, condolences, but. You guys have another heat wave, don't you? Or like a heat advisory in Edmonton? I mean, it's kind of hot in Calgary. It's not like what it was a couple weeks ago, but we had that crazy thunderstorm 2 nights ago, though. That was nuts, man. It was weird. I was watching it come in from the balcony, and then all of a sudden it just starts raining just lightly, and then like 10 minutes later, I thought the entire condo was gonna blow away. Mags was the first 5-star I pulled before the patch dropped, where he got buffed. Was so upset, saying that I could never pull a decent chap. Boy, did I get a D. Yeah. I had a natural SIG 120. Oh, ouch. Okay, so you had him as the 5-star and still went for him as the 6. Okay. Well, I mean, you knew what you were getting into then, obviously. Yeah. What did you end up scoring in that arena, Supersonic? Or like what place did you get? It was like high 400s, right? No. No, I think the high 400s was somebody in my alliance. There was somebody in my alliance. They had started on the Thursday, and I remember we were chatting, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep going." And I'm like, I don't think he's going to go all that high. So they ended. I think they did like 32 or 33 million. And they got like 479 or 479, something like that. My family keeps going to me to beach, but it sucks compared to the many other Great Lakes. Keeps going to mommy. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think we have any Great Lakes in Alberta. We got lakes. I don't know how great they are. Have you been to Calgary, Blaze? My granddad's brother, who is from Trinidad but lives in Canada, said Canada is scorching right now, but still nowhere as hot as Trinidad. Yeah, so it's not so much the actual numbers. It's more like it's the numbers, but it's also the infrastructure. And like both like individually as people and society-wise, we're not ready for those kind of temperatures. Redwood, how you doing? How's your day coming along? So yeah, like 2 weeks ago when it was like 37, 38 in Calgary, where my parents are, they're in the Turks and Caicos in the Caribbean, and their normal temperature is between 25 to 29. And like 25 to 29 for 2 weeks ago was looking pretty nice because that was a fair bit cooler than here. But the thing is too, like their house is designed differently than where I live, right? Like their house is designed for heat. Mine is designed for cold, so it's much harder to cool mine off. And it would be kind of similar to like when Texas had that real crazy cold snap, right? Like they're not ready for the cold. They're ready for the heat. So when you see, and it doesn't have to be those huge numbers, but when you see that kind of shift and you're just not prepared, yeah, it could be not so good. For the Classes Arena, I got 425th place. I think I placed one ahead of Karate Mike, who stopped the grind because he duped his 6-star Colossus. Oh, okay. Not bad. Wait. Oh, so when you were talking about the Colossus earlier that you pulled, that was the 4-star that you were talking about. Oh, good man, just getting some late arena grind in, playing catch up right now. Yeah. That's why I'm doing the Summoner Trials, because it's the one I find the hardest to do. But I got to be honest, doing it on stream, people to talk to, it's not an issue at all. And then I'll do the 6-star basic. I'm either gonna watch something while I do that. He said the reason why Trinidad is that hot is because the humidity is off the charts here. Yeah. Well, you're also like really close to the equator as well, right? So you don't have that big of a fluctuation in temperature. So like where it would cool off in the evening, it doesn't really cool off that much. Like at least that's how it is like where my parents are. I remember a few years ago, I was there around Christmas at my parents, and we were going to go to another island, so we went to the ferry. It was early in the morning, and it was probably 24 degrees. I had my shorts on, t-shirt. It wasn't hot, but it was definitely, like I would not be wearing long pants or... Anyways, there were other people there waiting for the ferry, and they had like jackets on, a hat, and they were shivering, and I'm like, what is going on? So with Starkey in the game as a 6-star, I'm thinking we're going to see Ghost Rider and Blade at some point. I mean, I guess we're going to see them all at some point, but relatively soon. I think Blade will be the last of those three. And then Hyperion might be the last non-6-star to be added as a 6-star. Okay. No, this might not. Okay. Oh, all right. My aunt is from Florida, and when she came here, she had to stay indoors and hydrate during our average days. The normal person who isn't used to this, well, yeah. I was wondering about the fly opening. It's the indoor skydiving center beside Rec Room that I don't know much about. Have you been? No, I have not. I don't go out much. Well, regards to the last year, I still don't go out much. Any deal that comes out that has a Stark Spidey, I'll be getting. Well, you're one of the few, because there's a lot of, not hate, but like a lot of people that are like, oh, Stark Spidey's no good, or Blade's no good. And I'm like, yeah, wait until they come as a 6-star. Let's see what you're saying then. But Blade and Starkey were by far two of my favorite champions for a long time. This is not okay. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. Do that again. No, we don't even need to do it that time. Just like that Medusa deal that went out. I think for me, I don't know if I would go for crystals, but I think I might do an arena for Hyperion as a 6-star. And I don't think he would go too high, actually, because for the most part, I think the really high arena scores are going to be for the Prestige champions. And Hyperion doesn't have Prestige, so... I might have a bit of a conundrum, though. I don't think... So, when Ghost and Nick Fury are in the featured arena, they're both going to go for over 100. And I don't think... No, I can't do 100 million without spending units. I can get to low or mid 90s without spending units, but to go over 100, I would have to refresh. And I guess it depends, because I think both of them would be worth for me to do a couple thousand units, maybe about 2,000 units each. But the thing is, what was it? I think it was 560 units. If I refresh for the 15 minutes, that gets me 4,000 points. Or 4 million points. So I'd have to do that 4 times. That would be 16 million. I don't know if that would... Because that would end up taking me to close to 120 million. And the way it's going for getting new 6-stars, I'm not getting many, so... 6-star Hype would be broken good. He helped me so much that I would R3 him over CGR. Yeah, I think I would take him to R3 as well. I think I would take him to R3. I think Hype would go pretty high just so people can say they got him. Maybe. Because, Purgatory actually went pretty high too. And I don't think she's... Although Purgatory was also the first one when they made the change to the 6-star basic. But Overseer went high, and he doesn't look like he's that great of a champion. And I think he went high just because of prestige. So Hercules, I think, is going to be mid 150s. And that is not a grind I will be doing. That is not a grind I would be doing. I still think Starkey is a bit outdated, but I'm interested in how he would feel as a 6-star since his health pool and VP was the biggest weakness in his corner. Well, and don't forget, too, that now you've got Guardian, right? So if you've got Guardian as a 5-star, well, as a 5-star if you want to be working on Act 6 or Act 7, but anywhere else, a 4-star would be sufficient. But you could bring him along to increase the block proficiency for Starkey, right? So, because I mean, that's something that people will do for Cull. I wonder when we will get one of those arenas like that, a Stark, Iceman, or Medusa arena. Huh. Well, I wonder... So I think next Thursday we'll probably see the Buffed Champion arena. No, next Thursday should be Hercules or Chavez, right? And then the Buffed, and then the other. I think we're going to see a high-end or sought-after champion in the Strife or Cable arena. So I think the featured... So either Strife or Cable will be the buffed champions. And then the other one, I think, is going to be a high end. Oh, it could be like maybe a Ghost or Nick Fury. Next Thursday is Hercules? Okay. So next Thursday, that's Strife, I think, in the basic. What made Purgatory go high? 2 is her synergy with Guillotine, who is a voted buff. Remember, Colossus is voted buff, and Hercules is voted. Both of them are broken. Was Colossus voted? I know Hulkbuster was. Oh, maybe Colossus was. Yeah, I don't remember the Colossus one, though. I do remember the Hulkbuster one. I'm not sure if we were getting a buff arena this month. It would have been the first week that the buffs went live like the past ones were. Well, they could change it up, though, right? Like, there's no... I mean, normally we get a calendar for Summoner Appreciation, which... It's not happening now. I have a feeling I don't know. I kind of think because they're calling this the Summoner Event, not Summoner Appreciation, I think there's still something more to come. Because we don't have the gold boosts, and that's been pretty consistent with having that twice a year. I don't know. Maybe things have really changed since they had their lowest earnings ever. Maybe they just really don't want to give us any free stuff anymore. You bastards, you don't want to give us your money? We're not giving you anything. I have a strong feeling that this Summoner Camp and Summoner Resort, I think it's going to backfire on them. I think there's a lot of people who are kind of on the fence with the game, and then to see where, normally as a thank you for your time or for your money, they just give us stuff over a period of time. I think there's a lot of people who might just be like, you know what? They really don't appreciate the people that are participating in this game. Like, why continue? So we could see it drop. No, I don't mean like a big exodus. I don't mean like in the next 3 weeks or 2 months, just a ton of people quit. But I think over time, it seems that the player base is just very undervalued by the company. Colossus was voted in the first ever summon. Oh, okay. It was mixed till Seton and Brian pushed for Colossus. Oh. Okay. So I wonder, because I think people... Like, I mean, I know it was kind of like a joke and stuff, but I think people realized that the Hercules thing was never an actual community choice, right? Like, I think people realized that was already determined by Kabam. And I know, like, there was the speculation of the Gilly thing too. I feel that it was. The only reason I feel that it was just because the second round of voting, the way it was done, it just seemed strange to me. I'm fine with Hercules being picked. I'm fine with Guillotine being picked. But I think that in both cases, Kabam had already determined who they were going to work on. But it was just a way to engage the community and have our interest there, that we would have some say. But I wonder if they changed that because of like the original ones, like for Hulkbuster, for Colossus, where it truly was up to the community. And maybe they found that's not what they wanted. They wanted more control over that. Wasn't it like last month by this time we already knew who the July champions were for the new champions? Although that was also because of their Pride Month tweet, because they had those champions on that graphic. Okay, so after this match, I'm going to take a quick pee break, and I'll be back. We'll get into the 6-star basic. I think I want to put up about 1 million to 1.5 million in there. And I think I'm going to hold on to those clubs or keys for the side event. And I think I'm just going to thinking to do a bunch of those at once, but that's 10 fights. I don't know if I want to save up 10 fights. Well, a little more than that. So I might actually just need to kind of keep on top of those. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, and back I'm back. Let's continue on with this journey. Ooh, let's get to 3 million. So we're at an even number. And then we'll go into the basic. Actually, I think I will do a pass through because I've got 2 keys or 2 clubs. So we'll do a pass of the side event as well. Okay. So we're down here. All right. Just checking on something quick. Yeah, don't like any of the ads. Got to use this one. Yeah, that'll be fine. What? And I think for the attack on Olympus, I think it's the same boss that fights all the time. But I think I want to be doing those fights with a Captain America for the most part. So I'll probably use Cap BWDO. Okay, so that's it for that. Now we want to jump into here. Oh, we could finish off the final milestone here. Okay. Yeah, should be okay. Let's do that. Side quest is very, very long. I remember on day one I did it 3 times. Got painful very fast. The other 2 keys were from the chests. Yeah, so for the keys, I had the original one that we got. Then I got the first chest, but I picked the head because that was the head for the 6-star. And then I went back and did. Then later on, I got the next key, and then for that one, I picked the key from the chest. So yeah, I think it's going to be better to do it as I get the keys and not save them up. Because 10 fights. If you've got like 5 keys or 6 keys, that's going to be some catching up to do. So yeah, I'll do one of those now. And yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, there's Hit Monkey there. That's fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to just do them all with Cap BWDO. I think that should be fine. Okay. Ooh, just a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to stay on top of it. There's a bunch of different things though, currently, where like there's different Well, the camp and the resort is just 10 fights a day, so that's fine. But we've got the objectives where we need to use Deadly Origin. And we've got the objectives where we need to use Cap IW. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So that's something to keep in the back of your mind, right? Like that you have to use specific champions. And I think the Deadly Origin one, there's multiple levels to hers. And I think the first one is to finish with a light attack. But the Captain America ones, I think, is just to use him, to finish the fight with him. I don't think there's any requirement for finishing in any special way. Okay. Well, let's try this. Don't know if I've ever used Archangel against Doom. Should be fine. I mean, once we get a neuro or two on him, should be good to go. So I'm on pace for where I would like to be for the Summoner Trials. I'm a little bit behind. I'm about 2.5 million behind on the 6-star basic. And then the 6-star featured, yeah, right on track. Well, that one's kind of easy to stay on track with, because that's just 2 runs of 6 stars a day. I saw a post on the forums. I think it's actually a legitimate question, but they're asking if the Summer of Pain objective is going to be extended because of the current problems. I think it's a fair question. A lot of people have already completed the current fight, even with the parry problems. But if they are canceling and postponing other areas of the game, I think it's fair that should be a consideration for the Summer of Pain. I mean, I guess the argument there, though, is that you have a whole week to get it done. But it's still a whole week under, bugged circumstances, right? And I don't know why they wouldn't have already said that the next iteration of AQ is going to be postponed. I'm a little bit surprised that hasn't been announced. Because we ended the war season early. They've already announced that the Summoner Showdown has been postponed. Actually, let me just, before I keep going on that, let me just make sure that they haven't said that it is. Because their initial reasoning for why AQ is going now is that it had already started, they couldn't stop it. Okay, fair. Well then, I would guess that means they're just not going to start the next iteration. Let's see here. So I don't see anything. No, yeah. Nothing posted about it. July 9th, that's today. Oh, there's a different issue. The most recent AQ day starting July 8th yesterday, none of the Alliance mates have been able to enter AQ. On the AQ preview screen, there's a button with the words continue that will allow you to see the battle grids. Nothing uh-oh. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to, because that's beyond the parry issue. That's an AQ specific issue. So I'm pretty sure the next iteration of AQ is going to be postponed. Oh man. It'll be interesting to see what they do though. Because they may say, well, we already gave you compensation for AQ, so you get nothing more. But I think what they should do is if they postpone it the next week of AQ, whatever people earned this week, I think they should just get that twice. I guess we will see. I mean, they could go the route that they did a while back where you didn't get anything. That is something I do not get why it has not been working for quite a while. I cannot dex his L1. And it used to be not a problem at all. I guess I'd really have a problem if I couldn't dex his L2. Okay. Yeah, if the side quest is you're finding it long in the first 2 days, come to the end of it, that is going to not feel very good at all. And I wasn't too sure if I was going to go for rank resources or for shards. I think I'm going to go shards all the way. Because I'm at uneven arena teams, and I want to be back to even arena teams. I need 2 new 6 stars. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. Felt that one coming. I think I may... What am I at? 3.6? I might just finish here for arena and then do that one pass through the attack on Olympus. Or assault on Olympus. You know, the thing on Olympus. Actually, might just bring... Oh, no, we're only 200,000 away from 4 minutes, so we'll finish that up. So that won't be too much more. Okay. Let's get that done. Yeah, so another 150,000. So yeah, we'll get that final milestone. And I still got another 2 million to put up today to be on pace for where I want to be, which is not too bad. Leaves me with 3 million to do tomorrow, and another 1.5 million for the summer trials, and arena is all done. Excellent. And yes, and yeah. That.
Voice, it echoes in my mind.
Okay, 50,000 more. 2 fights should do it. Ooh, now I'm gonna need to burn up some energy too. We're almost back to full energy, full worth. Ooh. And I should probably also check on AQ. Yes. Use your L1. There we go. Thank you. All right, I think that should be it, and we can go into the Olympus craziness.
Your voice, it echoes in my mind.
Do one pass there. So I still have 2 million more to put up once the R5s are off cooldown. That's 1 million worth of points right there. And then just another million will be good for that for the day. Excellent. All right. Now I think for AQ, I only had one fight I need to do. Let me just take a quick look and see if my path is clear. And it is. And is that the last? Oh, that's not even linked. Okay, cool. We could go to this and then probably take Emma down. Okay. Very good, very good. No, we will use Corvus. I already have the meet and charge. But I think Corvus would probably be faster. one more combo for doing. Yeah, cool. Normally I would take the Omega Mini. I think I'll wait until I'm done with the stream to do that one. Should be good for Emma. I think it's just, they'll say it's Doom. Yeah, okay. So long as our fairies don't fail, we should be okay. Oh, this is weird. This feels... Normally she feels like she'd be down further. Yeah, maybe this is what we need. Not quite done, but close. Oh! Terrible timing on my part. And then the parry didn't work. It didn't work. Now that's messed up. So the parry doesn't work, but I armor broke her. Oh, come on. Alright, so I will leave that until after the stream. So let's do this craziness, yeah. Alright. Let's see. So... Okay, no, that's under the events, right? For the Captain America, what is it? Sentinels of Liberty. Okay, cool. Win fights and also points using specific champions. And win a fight using Captain America Infinity War, BWDO, Civil War, or America Shows. Okay. And ooh, is this going to give us T4B? Yeah, cool. I don't really care about the ISO, but the T4B is going to be nice. And then, okay, it's just a crystal. Okay. Hey, look at that! Another 5-star awakening gem. Holy crap! And that is here, right? Yeah. And we want to go for shards. I think I want to go for shards. Oh, 1 second. All right. Why was I in here? Okay. Oh, that's right. That's why. So I want to see where we are. Okay, well, we definitely don't. We do need T5B, but I think yeah, we've got a lot of T2A. And I don't. Oh, I do have one in Oakville. Okay, so it's shards that I want to go for. And I think I'm going to stick to shards the entire time this is running. So we want Caplight W. We're going to want Nicholas. DPX. And we'll bring in Gladiator Hulk. What else do I want? think I want a cosmic for armor break. Yeah, and do I want? Let me see something. Let's see here. Mutant. Infantry has special to gain overtime potential. Skill, yeah, it's good. Science, yeah. Cosmic is the armor break. And tech is for the petrify. Maybe it'd be better to bring a tech. No, that should be, yeah, that's fine. Well, let's get her done. And I'm going to use cap IW for, well, pretty much. Yeah, I think I'm going to use them for everything. Okay. This, yeah, so long as the parrying works fine, this will be fine. If if parry starts to fail, it might not be the best thing, but it should be alright. This will get him done. Ooh, no, close. There we go. I guess. Yeah, this is kind of annoying because it's kind of slow. I mean, if you're going for the objectives, it's kind of slow. Oh, it's even worse if you get hit. Come on, man. There we go. I wonder it might be worthwhile just to go for an L3 each time. For each fight. Now, one thing I'm not sure if it's intentional, but when his invulnerability or immortality first falls off, the first hit that you try to throw after, it whiffs. And I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen. But it's caught me a few times. It might be faster just to go for normal combos. Oh no, the L2 should be probably the way to go. So I want him to use his L2. Yeah, we can take him a little bit further. Actually, I should be able to finish him right now. There we go. And this one, I think we'll just go with regular combos. We won't even bother trying to heavy too much. Oh, wait. What? So I'm obviously getting the parry because I'm getting the armor break, but they're just not getting stunned. That's crazy. Holy crap. Huh. Yeah, there, that worked that time. Jeez. Okay. Don't want to sell it too. Well, blocking through it might be fun. Let's see what this does. This might push him to an L2 though. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do this every day. There's no way I could like just go through this a bunch of times in one day. It would drive me nuts. I wonder if it's even worth doing this one. No. No. Oh crap. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that, was I? There we go. Okay. Should be able to use cap IW for the rest. Should be okay. Damn, I might need to use... Nah. Just thinking I might want to use a couple of health pots, but I'll just probably finish it off with Nick. I was missing out on 1 or 2 fights for the objectives. It's not going to be the end of the world, considering we're going to have a bunch more fights to do. Should be good. Should be good. Actually, it should be okay to just block his L2. Oi! No, can't look away. We'll just block through his L2. That is a fine. How is he gonna? No, of course. Now this. Let's see. Okay, cool. Crypto, how you doing? Artemis, what's going down? How you guys doing? Oh, I'm just pretending to. We have a contest now. Well, this is the contest of champions. What are you guys up to? Gamer girl Jessica, how you doing? And Mr. AQ Shadow Raid. Ooh. Wow. How's it coming along, Jessica? You forgot. How could you forget? That's funny, because I was thinking, like, once I'm done this, I'm going to be done the stream, and I was thinking I would raid AQ Shadow, but here we are. Here we are. So what are you guys up to? I am his only member for AQ Shadow. Okay. His only member now. Because that could change. Or that will change, I suppose. What? There we go. What? What? This is actually pretty risky using Cap IW and Parry, considering the way things are. All right. Mr. AQ Shadow coming in with...
There's just one thing.
What's that?
Raid's here.
Raid!
Oh, this just in. Apparently, it's Raid.
Well, thank you for the raid, Mr. AQ Shadow. How you doing? Later gonna go get some sleep. Good night. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for coming and saying hi. What's your favorite champion? Right now I'm really liking Sun Shi. And I like him for the same reasons I like CGR. I like how the way you play it really changes depending on what you're trying to do. So I enjoy that quite a bit. And I used to use CGR a lot for farming, which is what I am now doing with Sun Shi. I don't know. I haven't seen his specials, I think. Oh, this might be a little longer than I was oh, you son of a gun. All right. Okay. Your comment after Supersonics? Still getting lots of hate? You are getting lots of hate? Why are you getting hate, AQ Shadow? Oh, I see what you're talking about, the comments. Okay. So, let me see. Well, maybe I should have brought in the Duke Nick. Alright, let's try CGR. Who did I use for this previously? Oh, wait, I'm not going to... Damn it. I didn't even consider that. I'm not going to get the power game buff. I'm not going to get any buffs. Oh, of course. That's going to work, right? Let's see what this does. Okay. Now, this is where he comes in with this stupid long invulnerability, right? There we go. Let's see. My comment. Yeah, I'm fair with that because we do put each other's points too, so it's balanced. Did you sub? Because I passed AC. Oh, AQ Shadow, don't listen to haters. You do what you love and don't cause harm. It's all good. No offense, but who's AC from your alliance? But I don't even think AC streams anymore, or does YouTube anymore, does he? But you're a fair bit beyond. You're talking about in YouTube subscribers, right? But you're a fair bit beyond what he was, right? Okay. Well, that is it for the stream, and that is it for me. But thanks for coming and hanging out. And Mr. AQ Shadow, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. And for the new people, nice to see you here. But yeah, that's it for me. I will catch you guys later. Take care.